What's good, y'all? I'm bringing another scheme to the table. It's a strong, normal scheme. It's one of the most dominant running schemes in the game. Here I'm going to start out with a pass against man coverage or zone coverage. Basically, you're just going to cancel the play action. You can see if it's man or zone. Here the safety rolled to the middle of the field, so we can tell it's zone. So I audible to the play action pass play, and A always will be open against zone. It beats it deep every time. They have to manually cover that, but yeah, it's a great way to exploit the zone coverage. It's just the play action. I'll look at it. I'll read it off to y'all. Play action, fullback, fake. Okay, so now we're going to do the fullback angle, and we're going to go to man coverage here. We've got a couple of man coverage routes. The first one is that play right there to the fullback. The route to the fullback will dust linebackers all day long, and you can pick up sick chunks of yards there, and then you can throw the comeback route low. I would normally flip this play, so my number one tight end is running the comeback route. And then also against man, you've got the out route. So you can exploit three routes here, do them one at a time, and dink and dunk down the field. And then you got the play action tight end cross, and we're about to wrap up the passing series here. The play action tight end cross, it takes a little longer, but it's a great play to confuse the opponent. You have to really wait on that tight end to get across the field, but when he gets there, it's well worth it. You can also do it like this, and you can have both zones. You can get both tight ends uncovered, but as you can see, the pass coverage isn't there, or the pass protection isn't there. You always want to leave a running back in the block, so you have a little bit more time, and you can exploit that play deep. But I recommend maybe rolling out and then throwing it to the sideline. It's a huge way to pick up yards. That's the passing aspect to this. That play also will get open against man coverage. Let me see if it gets up. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. See how you just kind of throw it out there to him, and it'll beat man. So it's a great play to come out in. If it's man or zone, it's just a great play to come out in. And you can also I think we can have a man confusion route here to the tight end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and we can get him open. The men switch, but they kind of switch late, so it gets you a good little. You see how the linebackers switch, and it gets your tight end open pretty quick. But that's not why I want to do this series. We're going on to the runs now. It's one of the most dominant running formations in the game from what I've seen. You're just going to always motion this guy over when you want to run and take off. Against a 4-3 defense with 3 linebackers, you're going to want to run the counter and power plays. But there's the pitch. Just gets consistent yardage. And now we're going to go to the counter. And this play gets good yardage also. When the defense isn't playing it perfectly, you can bust it outside and pick up solid yards. Flipping it also helps. Just basically getting the shaking the linebackers confusing the linebackers since there's a lot of them on this play, and we're gonna get around the edge pretty easily. If it's man coverage, just motion them into the about the tight end and snap the ball and just take off and go with it. Damn near a touchdown every time. This is a dominant running formation. This is what I get in when I need to pound the rock, take time off. It's a great formation to use whenever there's only a couple minutes left in the game. Here's the fullback dive, same concept. Just let me run it again. This time I usually pinch my line. It just works better. You get a couple of good key blocks, and you can pick up a couple of good yards. Couple yards. The South Carolina's defense is playing really well right now. South Carolina's defense is just really hard to run on, period, but yeah, there you go. Just it gets you a couple of yards, and eventually they're going to be expecting the run to the outside, and you can pick up a huge chunk of yards. It's also really good to run on the goal line and in short situations where you just need that 1 yard. There it is. That works better this time. In online play, I usually get about 3 or 4 yards at a time with it. There it goes. The guard kind of lead blocks for you, and you just follow him. Now we're picking up yards. Now this isn't going to make me look like a dumbass. Yeah. Picking up a couple yards at a time and just slicing and dicing. It's a great scheme to use. I'm telling you, you will have success running the ball with this scheme. Here we're going to go off tackle. Sick run play. Just follow your blocks. And the safety, if their user controlling a safety, he'll usually over pursue it and try to contain you to the outside, and you can just mess him up. There it is, bouncing it to the outside. Just pick the first hole you see, and always, be on the lookout for a cutback too. If you want to pound it in the hole, I mean, it's whatever you want to do. Just gonna take it, try to find a good thing. If of course, you're not gonna get very good yards if the defensive end penetrates a double block, a double team, but it's all good. That's off tackle. I already did counter. There's a power running play in here too. Power O. It's got basically has every run play in this formation. So if one of them gets stopped, you've got a whole arsenal of runs. And like I said, against the 4-3 defense, you're going to want to run counters and power plays. 4-3 defense, this is going to get them every time, because the blocking on the power plays and the pulling guard are going to pick up, guys are going to single block the D-line, and they're going to go after the linebackers. If they're playing with a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage, then you're going to want to go sweep or off tackle, other things like that. But if they're playing with lots of linebackers, then you want to go power and counter and fullback dive and different things like that. So you guys tell me if this formation is good. Tell me how you like it. Rate the video. Give it a like if you can. Shoot me a message, and just give me some feedback. Peace.